Oh my God, this is so heavy. If this strap breaks, I'm going to end up breaking my back. 90 kilograms, pretty much. I've been sent the cheapest 72 volt electric dirt bike in the country. As far as I know, there's nothing cheaper than this at 72 volts, full size. I think it's a full size adult bike. I'm not actually sure. The box is quite small, but I don't think the bike's built. So we're going to be unboxing it, checking it out and seeing what the cheapest 72 volt dirt bike in the UK is like and if it's any good. Let's go. Let's get this open. Wow, it's got like a proper metal frame. Check that out. I don't know whether this is pit bike size or adult size. It's really hard to tell. That looks like quite small for a front number plate, doesn't it? Let's keep going and delving. Little bar pad, looks like a battery charger. Look, the shock absorber's not even fitted, so we've got quite a bit of building to do on this one. Where do I even begin? Is this frame actually welded? I think it is. Let's try and get the box a bit more open. Right. Oh, it has actually got some bolts. What's going to be quicker, angle grinder or bolt? Can't be using the angle grinder without official safety goggles. Yeah, that's probably the quicker option, isn't it? Okay. Shock absorber. Right, how are we looking? Oh no. I'm actually going to get a socket out. I'm disappointed because the front forks are actually bolted to the... It's good packaging though. Can't knock them for the packaging, but we're going to keep going with the angle grinder just to get this thing out. Right, that should. Hey! Have a little cable tie there to get the wheel out. We're getting somewhere now. Still hard to judge what size that is from there. Looking by the size of the back wheel, I'd say it's close to like full-size motocross bike, but until we get it built up, it's hard to actually say. I'm guessing this might be the forks. So if you haven't got an angle grinder at home and you've got some common sense, normally you can just undo this with a socket set, obviously. No, we're still connected somewhere. Oh yeah, I haven't gone all the way through. Right, are we there now? Oh my God, it's a little bit heavy. And it's a little bit probably unbalanced where it's got nothing on the front end at all. Ta-da! That's quite big, isn't it? I would say, I mean, depends where the suspension sits, but it's a pretty big bike. So this isn't no kid's pit bike by the looks of it. This is a proper bit of kit, and it's not going to be a kid's bike at 72 volts. So, we've got to build this thing. So we need rear shock put on, front forks, handlebars, mud guard. It's probably going to be a few more little bits. So let's get the rest of this packaging off. Yeah, let's get the rest of this packaging off and see what we got. Get this thing built. Alright, so that's all connected, ready to just drop on the bike. I don't want to say this and jinx myself, but it looks like it's going to go together pretty easy, to be fair. I'm presuming you can put most of this together on your own with a bike stand and a socket set, but we'll find out shortly. Sellotape can sometimes be harder to undo than a welded metal crate. It's just facts. Yeah, starting to look a little bit more like a bike already. So all these Allen bolts are already undone on the forks. It's all the triple clamp Allen key heads. Socket set and Allen keys is all I can figure out we need so far. Obviously we're going to slide the forks most likely up through the bottom and nick that up. I don't think it's going to be too bad to build, to be honest. I reckon in a couple of minutes we'll have this up and running. Enjoy it. I'm just going to take a wild guess. Yeah, I think it's that way round. So the top one's got a single fatter Allen key, and this lower clamp's got the medium sized one. Sighting times, front end's going on. That's actually held in place. Let's move on to this side. What's going on? We're stuck. If I rotate this, that flexes quite easily. So I might need to, I don't know which one I need to open out, whether it's the bottom one to get more of an angle. Turned the camera off for a bit, figured it out really easily. Do you know what, all I did, I thought, I wonder if these pivot independently. So I shoved the fork up, tapped the top triple clamp a little bit, it goes in bloody easily. What the hell? Got the clamps for the handlebars, now we just need to figure out which way round it's meant to go, because all the cables are all twisted up at the moment. I'm going to say that goes across the fork, I might be wrong. Let's put that there for a minute and see how this feels. Let's put the clamp on and see if it feels right. Right, exactly the same as a mountain bike. Put a few of them in. The front wheel's like that at the minute. I think I need to do a little bit of adjustment with the forks. That's fine. So I can rotate the wheels once the bars are clamped up to line it all up square. Professional. Right, we're running out of daylight now, so I'm going to try and get the shock on and roll it into the workshop and then properly go over finishing this. I'm going to install the shock this way. It makes most sense to me. It's got some height adjustability there, and I imagine you'd want to access it down this end, so I'm going to pop the bolt through there. Try and do this one-handed whilst holding the shock. Right, got that in there loose. I don't know if you can see up in there. I've got the bolt in here. I'm going to lift the back swing arm up like this until the hole lines up. Right, back towards you, a millimetre. No, not like. Drop. That's it. Yay! That wasn't stressful at all, was it? Just going to slip the nut on, hand tight. Pretty much everything I built at this stage is hand tight, so I'm going to go back over everything. Probably able to come off the stand at this point and actually put it on the side stand. Got the brake caliper just hanging in the air. We're going to try taking this bike off the stand for the first time. Ta-da! Hey! That's, for me, myself, that is a sick size. Now, obviously, you've got some adjustability on that shock, so you obviously can go up and down. First impressions, it feels like in between an 80cc dirt bike and a full-size dirt bike. It feels shorter as well. I don't know if it's because the front mudguard's not on. Oh, I'll just squeeze the front brake lever, what a donut. If the front brake's not on, I'm going to have to lever the pads apart. Anyway. Right, so after running out of daylight, we decided to just pull the bike into the workshop and set it up properly without messing around. I noticed that I'd run the cables from the handlebars on the outside of the forks and they were pulling too tight. So I had to drop the fork legs again and run the cables between the forks and reinstall the forks. Found the forks a little bit difficult to install, they were a little bit tight. I managed to get them level to the top of the triple clamps and got them all tight. Installed the wheel and then I just made sure everything was done up nice and tight. I installed the front brake caliper, making sure that was all done up tight and nicely. run the front brake cable through the clamp on the front forks and tightened that up to make sure the front brake cable was secure. I then went back to the rear of the bike and made sure the rear shock was done up tight and the back wheel. Then the only thing left to install was the front mudguard and front number plate. And then last but not least, there's a couple of lugs on the front number plate, and located them and just used one screw to secure that to the front of the bike. There's a little kill switch which is located near the rear shock. It's a little bit fiddly to get to, but there's a little white box that's got a main kill switch. You need to make sure this is on to use the bike and to charge it. And then that was it. Peeled off the protective layer off the stickers and the bike is built, ready to go. We are fully built now, guys. We've removed all the protective things from the stickers. Everything's done. Haven't ridden it yet. It's Christmas Day and we're the only people out here working. So this is the Quad Warehouse. I've worked with Quad Warehouse a few times. They're a great company, UK stock, great prices, and I'm really excited to try this one out. This is the Quad Warehouse Neon Thunder Pro 72 volt 5,000 watt dirt bike, and I've no idea how quick it is, how good it rides. So we're going to give it a little test, just up and down the road a little bit now, see if it's any good. So it's a great bike, 72 volt battery, lithium. I think it's 30 amp hours, so you're getting pretty good range on it. Right, so on the handlebars you've got level modes 1, 2 and 3. So we're just going to try it in level 1. It's probably fairly tame. You've also got a kill switch on the handlebars there, which I'm not going to press now because we're ready to rock and roll. Right, just nice and easy to start with. Just check that it's all built safely. Right, that's full power on level mode 1. It's a little bit tame. Let's try level 2, see if it's got a bit more pep to it. Yeah, it's a bit better. A little bit more exciting. Flat out in level 2. Right, that's level 2. We're going to just try level 3 because it's not that exciting. Hoping for a little bit more pep in the full power mode. Yeah, now we're talking. Brakes are so good, they throw you over the handlebars. It's quite small. Donut test. Whoa! Sure. Do you want to go? Pass me the camera a sec. Props to the cameraman, my son. Trying to film it with a boxer dog going crazy. You little nutter. You little nutter. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get off. Get off. No. What's that? Living the teenage lad dream. I wish my dad had been a YouTuber. What do you think about all the other e-bikes you've ridden?
It's sketchy, but it's really fun though.
It's kind of that power in it, where it's fun but not like deadly fun. Well, potentially any e-bike's deadly fun if you're an idiot on it, but yeah. I think it's a sensible amount of power. It's more exciting than a 2,000 watt e-bike, but it's yeah.
Yeah.
You like it then?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to have one last go?
Yeah.
Loki, what are you doing? We're trying to film a video. Crazy animal. Okay. Come here. Get down. Right guys, that is all we have got time for today. Happy Christmas if you're watching this on the day that it's actually uploaded. Otherwise, it's going to make no sense whatsoever. But anyway, Awesome bit of kit. We're going to do another dedicated ride video on this bike. I think to give it some justice, we're going to take it out and give it a full off-road test in the next video. But check out Qquad Warehouse, link in the video description. From what I can tell so far, awesome bit of kit. Now this bike is, I mentioned obviously the price in the video title, this bike is £1,900, which to be fair, you can spend over £2,000 on a 72 volt battery on its own. So you're getting an entire bike for free, basically. So this comes in black and red, like I've got here, and it comes in black and blue as well. 19-inch and I think 16-inch wheels, front and back, like a proper dirt bike. Size-wise, I'm 5'6". I would say this is definitely smaller than a full-size motocross bike, but it's definitely not pit bike size either. Don't forget, guys, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment, and hit the notifications button to see the ride video on this sick little bike. See you on the next one.